Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Hey tubers, did you know you can rebuild your Savox servos? I'm not one who spend a bunch of money on servos. I'm a cheapo. The last servo I bought was the 9 iMod 45 kilogram servo. I think I paid $37 on eBay for that sucker. You can't beat it. But the servo in my MT80, the stock servo came with the Savox servo. It stripped the gears finally. It's an old car. 8 years old, I'm guessing, something like that. Well, I looked up the servo, and I was able to get new gears for it. So I'm going to replace the gears, and it comes with new gears and bearings. It came with these 4 gears and some pins. So I'm going to rebuild this servo. I'm going to rebuild the gears, anyways. So I guess this bearing will come out of here. These look like they're hardened steel. These look like high quality gears. I like these. This is impressive. I think it was like $13, $14 for the gear set. And this is a $55 servo. So you're saving $40. So yeah, I think it's a good deal. So if you have if you ever have a Savox servo and you strip the gears, don't throw it away. I almost threw this away. You see, I cut the wire off. I was going to throw this away. I have plenty of servo wire. I'll just put an extension on it. But I'm gonna change out these gears. I'm gonna put new gears in it. It's gonna be good as new. Yeah, buddy. So I'll bring these back when I get this sucker rebuilt. Well, I'll show you when it's apart, anyways. All right, it's all put together. I used a little bit of the synthetic brake grease. This stuff is great for us to use. One little packet goes a long ways. You can take your time putting it together, because these gears gotta fit in between the bearings and all that stuff. And this little pin here has to be on this side. You can tell by the cap where the pin goes between those 2 stubs. Hopefully it'll work when I put it together, right? It should. I got my little screwdriver ready to go. I'm going to put the screws back in. We got to keep this rubber gasket on here. You put the little rubber bushing, you put that inside the cap first. It was easier than trying to leave it on there. And then go right together, just like so. Now I'll put the screws in, and then I gotta put a new wire on the end of it. I already got the soldering iron heating up. Alright tubers, you get your wires all set up, shrink tube on there, wires twisted together, and a little bit of solder paste. Soldering paste. Yeah, I know it's a bunch of Chinese letters, but basically it looks like this. I use a little flat screwdriver and just put a little dab on each one. And once you heat it up, it'll melt right into the wires. You get a little bit of solder on your tip. My soldering iron's a piece of junk. My good one died, so this is my backup. That should be good enough for these little tiny wires. Basically, I'm making the wire extra long. You never have a long enough servo wire. You gotta let it get hot enough so it melts into the wire. But it's melting. Just gotta hold it there for a minute. Patience. Once it melts in, move on to the next one. And keep your tip with a little bit of solder on there. If you need, you can add a little more. Don't add too much solder, you'll end up with a big blob. And you won't be able to get your shrink tubing over it. Worst case scenario, I have liquid electric tape. And I'll use a little dab of that if I have to. You can use a pair of pliers and try to, if there's a little wire sticking out, you can use a pair of pliers and squish the wires in. Like that. I gotta prep the other end because I got this end's gonna go on the end of that little pigtail. Basically, just, if I had just soldered this on there, it'd have a short wire. We don't want a short servo wire. We'd probably end up not reaching. Right, tubers. We got the shrink tube all shrink tubed up. We got a piece on here for that. The smaller you can make your connections, the better. Then you need small pieces of shrink tube. We're ready to solder that up. See that? See that flux? There's flux on there. If I get that camera better in there. There we go. Let's see. There we go. See that flux on there?
That's the cheapest one you got, $42.99.
Just melts right in there. Yeah, $42.
$31.99.
Yeah.
And they have them in stock.
Of course they do. Alright guys, that's it. Shrink tube it up, and she's done. Not much to it. I think soldering's fun. I enjoy it. If you like the video, comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll be putting up more videos. Y'all stay confident but humble. Peace!
Thank you, Assy Guy Garage. Yeah, buddies, look at the shirt. Get yourselves one. Peace. The Chronos, the thing of legend, the beast of all beasts, the mystery of all mysteries, the thing that never dies.